Hey, my name's Chase Swisher, and I will be doing my literacy project on hitting instruction in baseball. I'll be focusing on the techniques in hitting and the proper ways to hit a baseball. Also, I know the most common form of literacy that we think about is the ability to read and write. However, in this situation, my definition of literacy will be a person's knowledge on a particular subject or field. In baseball hitting instruction, there are a few key terms that one must understand in order to provide the proper technique for his students.
Some of those key terms and phrases consist of words such as load, zone, weight, contact, ball, and hips. Also, a couple phrases I like to use when I'm working with kids, kind of help them understand it a little better, is knob to the ball and squish the bug.
In baseball, there's a lot of aspects to hitting, and unfortunately I won't be able to cover them all during this session due to the length of the video, or it would end up running over 30 minutes. But I'm going to take you through a lot of the small techniques to hitting the baseball. Alright, the first technique I'd like to show you, simple technique I try to teach kids, just to take the knob of the bat, which is the very end of the bat, to the ball. Okay, another thing in baseball is called the load. The load is a simple movement that will give your bat more speed through the hitting zone. So for example, it may be a little move up with your hands in order to accelerate speed. So it needs to be a simple movement like that. Okay, another important factor in hitting or teaching someone how to hit is the rotation of your hips. Your rotation of your hips generates bat speed, and for example, one of the phrases that I use to help kids is called squish the bug. And it's basically like you have a bug under your foot and you just try to squish it. So if I were teaching them how, or showing them how to do it, it would basically be they would take a step, they would load, and they would squish the bug. Then their hands would follow through the zone. Okay, so in order to wrap it all up or mix it together so that we can see the system that we're going through here. So first you would want to step, and your step and your load would kind of be at the same time. So we would step, load, then we would throw the knob at the ball, take the knob to the ball, and as we do this, our hips rotate. As our hips rotate, we squish the bug, and then go through the hitting zone to make contact with the ball. You'd usually like your hands to be inside the ball. You take the knob to the ball and finish. Now that once you put all that together, it still takes hard work and a lot of practice. So now I'll put it all together and show you just contact off the tee. One doesn't just learn the literacy of baseball overnight. It's taken me many years of long practices and dedication in order to know what I know today. I started baseball, or actually t-ball, at the age of 4 and continued to play through junior college baseball. Growing up playing baseball, you start to develop members of a certain community by interest. For example, while I was growing up, I usually hung around baseball players or basketball players or football players simply because we had the same interest. And I think it's that way in any sport. You usually hang around those who share common interests. So a community that would be developed in this situation, for example, when I played at college, I pretty much hung around college baseball players. So I think it forms a clique, which I guess would be considered a community of members. Some people who have had major influence on my knowledge of baseball consist of my dad, Harold Swisher, past coaches, Keith Monday and Mickey Childress, and also past coaches at Surrey Community College, Mark Tucker, and also hitting coach Roy Vernon.